Well, yesterday we did the CRT, what was it, Mark? One, thank you, CRT1, which was the micro mini radio. And so today, while I've got the innards fresh in my mind, I thought we'll do the Albrecht AE6110, which we think has got more features with it. It looks like it's got a S meter, and we'll see whether it uses the same chassis. So we'll open this box and see what's inside.
Yes, I've had a look at that one.
Have you, Mark? Yeah. Yes. Oh, good. Right. Well, I'll get this connected up and we'll get the lids off and we'll see what we can see. So upon opening up the radio, the difference straight away is that it will have a red solder screen instead of the green solder screen which was on the other model, the CRT1. So we've only got the 3 adjustments still, which if we remember on the CRT1 was AM modulation, transmit power, and then to the left of the ceramic filter, deviation for FM. I thought perhaps there was going to be some preset for the S meter or the RF meter, but that isn't the case. The printed circuit board number was 20141118 on the CRT, and it's the same on this board. And then there's a number down there which was 1506 on the CRT and is 1521 on this one. It'd have been interesting to see whether both the CRTs that we had yesterday had the same number, but we didn't think of that one. Right, now, so we've got this connected up. We've set it for the UK. It's on channel 20. It seems apparent to me that this is effectively a busy light, and then you've got a transmit light. If we just flick it into transmit, that lights up, and we've got the bar graph on the display. It seems to be a single LED which is diffused through 3 apertures, so don't think it's like 3 fairy lights, because it appears to be one. So we'll just zoom in and we'll go through the transmit adjustments on this. And I'll just change the pair of glasses I'm wearing so I can actually see the monitor. Right, we're going into transmit. The ammeter is showing 1.27 and we're on frequency more or less. It's 27.79125 and it is. The radio is doing, just look at the display, it's doing 2.2 watts as it's come out of the box. So what we need to do is to turn that up hopefully towards 4. So it's the preset, the second one down, and let's see what happens. It's gone all quiet. It's doing about 3.6 watts. Now yesterday we didn't have any difficulty getting 4 watts out of the CRT. This is all neither here, you know, it really doesn't matter that much, but it's doing about 3.4. We're using this onto a Marconi test set, and you know, it certainly never reads over. It's in, what's the word, in calibration, but it's not like if you put in a CB power meter on this, you'll probably find it reads 7 watts, but that's the difference between the quality of the instruments we're using. So we've set that, and we're now drawing 1.46 and amps. We now will check the deviation for FM. So just getting the little oscillator out that I have for this purpose and holding the mic up to it, going into transmit. That's pretty bizarre because I've got virtually nothing reading. Just do a quick whistle. Wallow. Well, that's tiny, like 0.5. So that doesn't make sense. See if we can adjust it. Again, we'll just check the whistle with the whistle test. Wallow. Just that little bit over. So as it's come out of the box, it was absolutely tiny deviation on FM. It was only 0.5 kilohertz. So there isn't anything more to set up on the radio. We've now done that. So deviation's right. The power's where it's going to, the maximum it will do. Just zoom out and have a look at this display. If I key up, let's see how many of these lights it lights up. Well, it goes up to plus 30. So it's I think it's just relative. I don't think it is calibrated in any way on transmit. It certainly lights them all up when it goes into transmit. So that is all I can say. That concludes the transmit setup. There are no further adjustments. And just to recap, what was it?
If it is relative, why don't you just turn the power down just to see if it, you know, sort of like half a watt.
Oh, just as an experiment, we could do. Yeah, that's a very valid point.
See if the display moves or it's just constantly set at 5 bars.
Right, that's a good little experiment. Thank you, Mark. Let's just zoom back in a little bit. So we'll just upset it by turning the power back down. And as Mark suggests, half a watt. Just see where we are on the test set. That is half a watt just there. So now we'll look at what the display says on half a watt.
No.
And it still is a full.
It's just, no,
yeah.
It's just
So no, it does. It just means it's transmitting.
Yeah.
I'll turn it down so that it's not transmitting at all. That would be another experiment. Right, it's not transmitting at all, and it still lights up with a full lot. So it tells you no more than the red TX light. That was an interesting little experiment. Wasn't that a good idea of Mark's? There we go. That's back to the full amount of power. So yes, well thought. Right, and I'll meet you all on the receive side of this.